a warm Crufts welcome back to Paz Chen from Israel. Third time here for Paz. She's 17 years old. Today she's chosen to handle a pointer in the competition. At home she lives with Border Collies and Australian Shepherds. She's in her final year of her studies at school in Israel. Her favourite subject is English. She believes the English language will open up the whole world for her in her future competitions and her future career. A keen shopper, has lots of friends. She's also a volunteer as a youth guide in her local community centre. Well done to Paz from Israel. Sara Fiammingo is from Italy. Sara lives in one of my favourite cities of the world, which is Venice. She's handling a Gordon setter. She lives with 4 Jack Russells and 3 Corso Italianos. Been handling for 3 years. She goes to an economic high school where she's in her first year. Favourite subjects are history and English. Keen to breed Jack Russells. Enjoys reading, going to the cinema, and she's a keen cook. Makes great pasta, so I'm told. Sara Fiammingo, representing Italy. And coming all the way from Japan, welcome to Ai Seigusa. Ai is just 16 years old. She's handling a basset Griffon Vendien Petit. At home she lives with 6 Dachshunds. And hopefully 7, because she's just had a litter from one of her Dachshunds, and she plans on keeping another puppy. She started handling dogs on her 10th birthday, some 6 years ago. She's in the first year of the Nihon University Senior High School, near Yokohama, which is also close to Tokyo. She's a keen singer, and at last night's meeting dinner, she actually sang for us, and very good she was too. Please put your hands together one more time for Ai Seigusa, representing Japan. And a warm Crufts welcome to our new country. This is Kyrgyzstan, the first country in Central Asia to have a competitor here. And welcome to Aziz Toktobayev. Aziz is 18 years old and handling an Italian Spinoni, a breed with which he lives at home, as well as Scottish Terriers and Fox Terriers. Started handling 5 years ago when he was 13. He's a freshman at the International Academy of Law, Finance and Business at home, and is another singer. And he too gave us a tune last night, and very good he was too. Welcome to Kyrgyzstan and Aziz Toktobayev. Marta Kanepa, representing Latvia, handling a pointer. Marta's just 13 years old. At home she lives with a Basset Hound. Also competes in obedience competition. At home, she attends Riga's Taker Secondary School, where she's in grade 6, studying English and sports. A very keen swimmer. She tells me she swims at least 5 times a week. She also swims competitively and is a member of the Latvian young swimmer team. Marta from Latvia. Barbara turns her attention now back to the table, to the whippet being handled by Kimberley Sciberras Scott. Kimberley Scott from Malta. Second time here at Crufts for Kimberley, 13 years old. Has 12 dogs at home, mainly Boston Terriers, but she does have 2 whippets, 2 Scottish Terriers and a Rottweiler, so quite a good mix of breeds there. Been handling for 9 years. She started at the tender age of 4. Home in Malta, she goes to St Joseph's School, and she's in Form 2. Favourite studies are PE and science, keen swimmer, and also a ballet dancer. Kimberley Scott, the representative for Malta. Representing Monaco, welcome to Sara Tridondani. Sarah's second time here at Crufts. Last year she was representing Switzerland, her home nation. This year she's representing Monaco. She's 18 years old. At home, she lives with a Cairn Terrier, but has chosen a West Highland White today to handle in the competition. Been handling for 10 years, and she's in her second year of catering college. A stubborn terrier here, as we know they can be in the big ring. There he goes. Well done to Sarah. There you go, a little bit of hesitation, but she got him going. Must be your worst nightmare when a dog decides to just hold back a second when you just don't want him to. But Sarah's managed to get this West Highland White moving. And don't forget, it must be terribly daunting to be in this big ring with all the lights for some of these dogs. Might even be their first time in the big ring, who knows. But these young handlers are certainly coping well. Sarah would love to join the police or the customs service when she finishes her education. She's a keen skateboarder and a snowboarder. Welcome and well done to Sara Tridondani, representing Monaco. Another Irish setter here, chosen by Demi Weijmans, representing the Netherlands. Demi's second time here. She was absent last year, but she was here in 2014. She's just 14 years old. She lives at home with 9 American Cockers, a Boston Terrier and a Lhasa Apso. At home in Holland, she also has a pony, is a keen horse rider. But her other passion, other than showing and handling dogs, is to dance. She's been dancing since she was a young 4-year-old. At school, she's studying economy and the Dutch language and Dutch history. Would love to become a lawyer. Welcome to Demi, representing the Netherlands. And travelling an awful long way to Crufts, Barbara now turns her attention to the representative from New Zealand. Alysha Judson is just 14 years old. She's chosen a pointer to handle in the competition today. She has 3 dogs at home, a boxer, a pointer and a Tibetan Spaniel. Been handling since she was 6 years old, following her mother's footsteps. At home she lives on a dairy farm. She enjoys showing the calves and the cattle, as well as the dogs in competition. She's at high school. Her favourite subjects are PE and biology. And she'd like to become a physiotherapist. Interestingly enough, she also plays cricket, netball, and enjoys photography. Alysha Judson from New Zealand. And from Norway, handling a Basenji, this is Julia Björklund. Julia is 15 years old. At home, she lives with 5 Samoyeds. First started showing dogs when she was just 7. But her first junior handling competition was as a 10-year-old, and she's also decided that she quite likes agility and obedience too. Favourite school subjects are maths and natural sciences. And if she can't become a professional handler or a show judge, she'd love to become a lawyer. Very interested in music, and she plays in a band. Keen reader and loves organising youth cultural festivals. Is also interested in graphic design, so she's a very busy young lady. Julia from Norway. So, we move on to contestant number 34. This is Gemma Rushton. Gemma's representing the Philippines, but she comes from New Zealand originally, handling an Australian Shepherd, a breed which she has at home, as well as a Pekingese and a St. Bernard. Been handling for many years. As a 4-year-old, she competed in a child handling class with a St. Bernard, which was no mean feat, she tells me. But she was hooked, and she just loves working with her dogs at home, showing and handling. She's at the Trinity College of Performing Arts, another singer, but she didn't give us a song last night. But I'm sure she'll be singing all the way home if she wins this competition. Put your hands together for Gemma Rushton, representing the Philippines. We move on to Poland now, and Jakub Badziukiewicz. And a happy birthday to Jakub. He was 19 on the 4th of March, so he qualified as an 18-year-old, but he's our oldest contestant this year. He's the proud owner of a Griffon Vendéen Petit at home, but he also lives with 20 other different breeds, including Polish Hounds, Salukies, Tibetan Mastiffs, Nova Scotias and Labradors. Jakub started handling when he was just 11. He also competes in field work. He's in the 2nd year of high school in Warsaw. Favourite subjects is science, particularly physics and chemistry. Member of a rock band, but declined to give us a song last night. even though he's a lead vocalist. Well done, and congratulations to Jakub, representing Poland. And 36th of the 45, handling a pointer, second time back to Crufts for Raquel Gonçalves. Raquel is 16 years old. At home, she has 2 English Springer Spaniels and an American Staffordshire Terrier. Started showing 10 years ago in the miniature junior handling in Portugal. The first time she handled a dog in the show ring, she went all the way to win reserve best in show, and she was hooked then. Loves working with her dogs at home. When she's not, she works hard at school. Sciences and geography are her favourite subjects. Keen basketball player, and when she finishes her schooling, loves to become a vet. Raquel from Portugal. Alysha Judson from Russia. Alysha is handling a miniature Schnauzer, and she's 16 years old. Representing Russia, she lives with an Australian Shepherd, a Whippet, Alaskan Malamute, and a Pomeranian. Just been handling for a couple of years. She's in her 10th form of high school. She wants to understand more about dogs and is interested in studying all the breeds and their histories. She'd like to work in the Ministry of the Russian Federation for Civil Defense, Emergency and Elimination of Consequences of Natural Disasters. She's a bit of a scientist and also enjoys synchronized swimming. Representing Russia, Alysha Judson. Stina Frankesjo, representing Slovakia. Stina, 18 years old and handling a pointer in the competition. She lives with 3 powder puff Chinese cresteds, a Mexican hairless, and a Canaan dog. Started handling 6 years ago when she was 12 years old. Her favourite subject at school is biology. Enjoys grooming and professional handling of her dogs. A keen baker, generally enjoys cooking, has just begun to take up art and drawing, using her dogs at home as her subjects. Stina Frankesjo, representing Slovakia. We move on to Slovenia now, and welcome to Matej Korošec, another of our younger competitors. Matej, just 11 years old, handling a Siberian Husky. Been handling for 3 years. He also takes part in agility just for fun, not on a competition level. At home, he lives with 3 Papillons, 3 German Spitz, and a Coton de Tuilier. At school, Mateusz is interested in technology, music and art. Keen singer and dancer. When he finishes his education, he thinks he'd like to become a vet. Representing Slovenia, Matjaž Korošet. So could I ask for those owners of the next round of dogs, if you're in the arena, could you please return to your dogs as we're approaching the end of this first round of competition. On the table now, we see an American Cocker, a second time here, and welcome back to last year's finalist, Amy Kiefer from South Africa. Amy's 17 years old. At home, she lives with toys and standard poodles. A Pomeranian of Weimaraner. Been handling for 9 years. She's in her final year of college, enjoys biology and drama. Not quite sure what she wants to do when she's finished her studies, but she thinks she may well want to become a vet. Welcome back to Amy from South Africa. On the table now we see a miniature Schnauzer. This is contestant number 41, Sara Perez from Spain. Just 16 years old. At home, she also lives with 2 miniature Schnauzers. Also got 3 cats too. She's at high school, and next year will be the last one before she goes on to university. Her favourite subjects are English and history. She thinks she might like to become a graphic designer. Representing Spain, Sara Perez. So, another American Cocker on the table, this time handled by Stina Frankesjo from Sweden. Stina is just 13 years old. She has 2 Cocker Spaniels and an American Cocker at home. Started junior handling 4 years ago. She also has 2 cats and 4 horses at home, and she rides her horses, as well as handling her dogs in competition, not only in the show ring, but in handling competition too. She's in the 7th grade of school. German and English are her favourite subjects. A keen horse rider, as I said, but she's learning the art of photography too. Delighted to be here at Crufts for the first time. Stina Frankesjo, representing Sweden. And our competitor from Switzerland. Welcome to Carolina Remisch. 18 years old, handling a wire fox. The wire-haired fox terrier. At home she lives with 2 border terriers. Carolina also takes part in agility competition. She attends the International School of Bern, where she's in grade 12. Her favourite subjects are biology and chemistry. When she's not showing or handling in competitions, she's a keen photographer, enjoys playing the piano, also enjoys tennis and skiing. Carolina, representing Switzerland. And our international junior handler number 44 is Yulia Lohman, representing Turkey. Yulia is 16 years old. It's the second time for both Yulia and Turkey. Yulia was here in 2014, handling a Labrador, a breed which she has at home, as well as 7 Irish setters and 12 Dachshunds. She takes part in field trials and hunting tests with all of the dogs. She's in high school level 10, where her favourite subjects are biology, chemistry and history. And another of our competitors who thinks she might like to become a vet. Keen jogger. And interestingly, she's involved in creative robot programming. So technology and sports, as well as handling and showing dogs. Welcome to Yulia Lohman from Turkey. And representing the host nation, welcome to Harvey Small from the United Kingdom. Harvey is 17 years old. At home, he lives with Labradors and French Bulldogs. Started showing just 4 years ago, age 13, helping his parents out in the show ring. Interested in fish too. He has 19 different varieties of fish at home. As well as keeping fish and showing dogs, he enjoys full-bore rifle shooting. Harvey enjoys the computer-aided design aspect of art. And when he's finished studying, he thinks he'd like to join the military. Handling a Nova Scotia, that's Harvey Small, 17 years old, representing the United Kingdom. So Barbara turns her attention now to the final competitor, representing the United States of America. A very warm Crufts welcome to Raina Moss. Lovely to see a Clumber Spaniel in the big ring. Raina lives at home with 5 Clumbers and an English Springer. Started handling and showing dogs 10 years ago when she was just 8 years old. She started off by joining a youth program where they were trained and worked. And she then joined the world of the AKC, American Kennel Club dog shows. She also competes in agility and obedience rings. And is attending an art institute, hopefully to complete a Bachelor of Arts in Fine Arts. Absolute goal for Raina would be to graphic design and to own her own graphic design business. Keen traveller, enjoys photography, and of course design of any type. So the last of the competitors in this first round, representing the USA, Raina Moss. So, as that completes the first look, the dogs will leave the ring now. Put your hands together for these 45 future of the dog showing world, these junior all-stars. They'll leave the ring with their first choice of breed to meet up with their second breed. They just have a few minutes to bond with a second breed of dog, and they will come back in for Barbara to see how they can adapt very quickly to handling a new breed and a new dog. She's scrutinizing them as they leave the ring, just seeing how they bond with their charges. What a wonderful spectacle to see all these dogs in tip-top condition, these junior handlers making a real effort here to impress.